afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first concert of the 2025-2026 season from your, if you've not heard it yet, your official brass band of the state of Tennessee, the Southern Stars. My name is Chuck Lyons, and I will once again be your announcer for today's concert. It's truly hard to believe that today marks the beginning of our 18th season here in Crossville. We're happy to be here to continue to provide some world-class premium entertainment for you. And this year, we are pleased to begin our next chapter in our new home here at Cumberland County High School's new auditorium. Now, if you would please allow the indulgence, as we would like to recognize those responsible at CCHS for assisting us in the relocation to our new home. We wish to acknowledge the principal, Dr. Cassie Warner, assistant principal, Blake Allen, and the Cumberland County High School band director, who's in the booth helping us today, Mr. Bruce Johnson. Now, everyone, please allow me to introduce and welcome, beginning his 16th season with the Southern Stars, our director, Dr. Stephen Suddeth, and please rise to join in the singing of our national anthem. Again, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to today's concert by the Southern Stars Symphonic Brass. Today, the Southern Stars are proud to present our concert, The Best of Brass, with a variety of music of many different but recognizable styles. For today's concert, we will also be featuring a cornet duet, a flugelhorn solo, and maybe another surprise or two. Comfortable? Okay, good. Before we start today's concert, let's recognize our concert sponsors. Dr. Edward and Karen Thornblade, Bob and Jay Emmerich, and Dwight and Diane Wages. Without the generosity of these wonderfully loyal sponsors, our concerts wouldn't be financially feasible. So please show your appreciation to them and please consider the opportunity in the future to help sponsor this wonderful organization. And now, on with our concert. We begin today's concert with a wonderful march from the pen of Stephen Bullen, Land of Freedom. This march was originally commissioned by college football's Rose Bowl committee and was written for the 1985 Rose Bowl parade in Pasadena, California. Listen closely and you may hear the recognizable melodies of Bound for the Promised Land, Onward Christian Soldiers, the Battle Hymn of the Republic, O Beautiful for Spacious Skies, and My Country 'Tis of Thee. Ladies and gentlemen, the Southern Stars, under the direction of Dr. Stephen Suddeth, are now pleased to open today's concert with this presentation of Stephen Bullen's Land of Freedom. With music originally written by composer Tony DeVita in 1960, and with the original Italian lyrics added in 1962, our next offering on today's concert, Softly As I Leave You, was written as a piano piece and then became an instrumental duet for the euphonium artists Nick and Bob Childs. Whereas those names might not be familiar to many of you, this work has also been recorded by the likes of Frank Sinatra, Bobby Darin, and yes, even Elvis Presley, just to name a few. When Elvis performed Softly As I Leave You as part of his Vegas act, he would preface it with a story about the song's origin. Presley said the song originated with a man dying and his wife sitting by his bedside. As she began to doze off, he felt himself passing, and he wrote the words to the song on a notepad. Now, even Elvis insiders claim that this explanation for the song was simply an example of Presley's flair for storytelling. Today, the Southern Stars are pleased to present our own special duo to bring this wonderful work to you. Please welcome our principal cornet artist, Catherine Aducey, and a new member to our mix, Cassie McDonald, to the front of our stage as we present the beautiful Alan Catherall arrangement of Softly As I Leave You. Our next work is an instantly recognizable tune that might even have your children, your grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and you singing along. I want to hear some singing in this one, okay? From Disney's 1994 animated film, The Lion King, we're happy to present this wonderful arrangement for the brass band of Circle of Life. Nominated, I'll get it right here in a minute, nominated for the Oscar for Best Original Song, and subsequently nominated for the Grammy Award for Song of the Year. It is still a popular song for young and old alike, and is still frequently featured in attractions based on The Lion King in Disney-themed parks and parades. Composed by Elton John and Hans Zimmer, with lyrics by Tim Rice, the Southern Stars are pleased to present this Frank Biernitz arrangement of Circle of Life. Bruce, yeah, here you go. Hope you don't mind. Bring up the house lights for just a second. If you would, please refer to the inside back of today's program to see the note about short season tickets. For the two remaining concerts on March 1st and May 3rd, we're now offering a special price of $35, or the equivalent of $17.50 per concert versus a normal single concert ticket price of $22. These short season tickets will be available in the lobby at intermission at our ticket table. They will also be sold at our ticket outlets beginning on February 1st. And please be sure to tell your family, friends, and neighbors of this opportunity to join us here at Cumberland County High School for a wonderful time with the Southern Stars. Gustav Holst is one of England's, and frankly, the world's most revered composers. He was a creator of musical works in great variety, from choral music to songs, band and orchestral works, ballet, and more. His masterful 7-movement orchestral work, The Planets, is arguably his most famous composition. Today, the Southern Stars are pleased to present Jupiter, the 4th movement from that work. This selection provides Southern Stars the opportunity to showcase challenging techniques that are required of a difficult brass band arrangement such as this work. On a side note to this movement, the melody of the slow section took on a life of its own when Holst published it as a hymn titled, I Vow to Thee, My Country. It is often sung at funerals, including those of Princess Diana and Queen Elizabeth II. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present Gustav Holst, Jupiter, from The Planets. next selection, Gabriel's Oboe, was written by see if I get this last name right, Ennio Morricone, as the main theme of the 1986 motion picture, The Mission. For those that may not recognize the name, Morricone was quite a prolific composer of over 400 scores for cinema and television, particularly many familiar Western movie soundtracks, such as The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars, and Once Upon a Time in the West, and many others. Today's selection is quite a change from some of this music. The story of Gabriel's Oboe is about a Jesuit missionary who builds a mission in the South American wilderness in hopes of converting the natives there to Christianity. The music from the mission was nominated for the Academy Award and won the Golden Globe for the Best Original Score. In the film, the theme is featured prominently when the main character, Father Gabriel, performs on a Baroque oboe near an Indian tribe, hoping to befriend them. The natives, in awe of the sound of the instrument, allowed Father Gabriel into their camp. The Southern Stars now present this beautiful Gabriel's Oboe from the movie, The Mission. next selection, we'll have a 15-minute intermission. Please visit the tables in the lobby of the auditorium and consider the purchase of CDs and videos of the Southern Stars. And once again, the official brass band of the state of Tennessee. A few of us will also make our way to the lobby and will be available to happily answer any questions and discuss the Southern Stars with you. We ask that you also refer to the advert in the inside back of your program at the left-hand side of the page that lists our donors. Please show your appreciation to them and consider becoming a donor to help the Southern Stars Symphonic Brass continue to provide premium entertainment. As we do for every concert, we will sound the trumpet to let you know that it is time to return to your seats for the second half of our concert. And possibly a little needed guidance, as this is our first time performing here at this new home. As you exit the auditorium, off the lobby to the left in this auditorium, you'll find the men's restroom, and off to the right, you'll find the women's. I got a few chuckles in there. It works every now and then. Okay. A young Kansas farm girl dreams of a land somewhere over the rainbow. Dorothy Gale's dream comes true when she, her dog Toto, and her family's house are swept up by a tornado and transported to a magical world unlike anything she has ever seen before. Winner of 3 Academy Awards for Best Song for Over the Rainbow, Best Score, and Best Juvenile Performer of the Year to Judy Garland for The Wizard of Oz. The theme from The Wizard of Oz, the music, has become a classic musical fantasy loved by young and old alike. This arrangement for brass band includes the songs Over the Rainbow, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, We're Off to See the Wizard, The Merry Old Land of Oz, and If I Only Had a Brain. A few troubles. And of course, we have, I'm not going to give it away to you, but we have a special performance back here, If I Only Had a Brain, so you'll understand what I mean when that comes up. The Southern Stars now conclude the first half of today's concert with the music of Harold Arlen and E.Y. Harburg from the 1939 film, The Wizard of Oz.